Well, this crew works very hard, and they get criticized a lot. Unfortunately, it's hard to call some of these matches and be not in the way, and to be in the right place at the right time. It's a thankless job. It's a thankless job, no doubt about it. Referees today have a harder time than their predecessors, I think, simply because of the continued movement and the continued spots. And it's hard to get set. It's hard to get in your spot that you want to be in. So I think these guys do a good job. They're getting better. I can tell you that they're getting better. Uh, I think probably a good idea for all the companies to have little referee clinics from time to time, just to go over the basics. You see guys breaking. You got a right-handed wrestler who punches with his right hand, and now you got back in the corner. The referee comes to break it up because they're in the corner in the ropes, and the referee gets on the talent's right side. So you're going to get this. I learned that early on, because we didn't have any dental plans. You didn't want your teeth knocked out.
Right.
So that's why I remember doing, I think it was Harley and maybe Jack Briscoe or somebody. Uh, they're both left-handed. So I had to change my place. I had to go from their left side, which was their punching side, to the right side, which was not their punching side. So there's a science to it, but our guys do a good job. They work hard. They really do. But it is a thankless role to fulfill.
I mean, you started your career, helping on that side, and
Mhm.
eventually, television became a bigger part. And I've heard part of the thing that you learn as a television referee is to work three sides. Can you tell us about that? What that means?
Well, you just don't want to block out the hard camera.
Right.
You just don't want to block out the hard camera uh, and obstruct the view, shall we say. But once you get into the rhythm, you don't even think about that. And you got more cameras. I think working the camera was more important when there were like two or three cameras, obviously, than there is now. When you got so many cameras, you shouldn't miss any shots. You
Right.
got great coverage, you know. So it's a little different ball game. You got more toys to play with in this particular matter. But these guys do a good job. There's some referees I think are better than others, uh, but that's just subjective. I could be wrong, but I think overall, which one thing it starts with me is their effort, and they're
Yeah.
trying to get better. But it's hard these matches, especially in AEW, are challenging to call.
Do you think there should be like a referee school? We see that there's lots of wrestling schools. I don't think
Yeah,
there's just a traditional referee school, is there?
I don't know that there is. I think you could do I've seen seminars,
Right.
stuff like that. I think more of those is good. Maybe you find a star. They got to be in shape. They can't look like a tub of goo. Uh, they got to be able to get up and down and move around, be athletic,
Yep.
quite frankly. So our group's getting better in AEW. I'm proud of those referees. They do a good job, and it's just the fans are they're very coarse sometimes, and as if they've got experience in the field. They don't. So it's an important job, and the seminars are some. I'd be interested in doing a referee seminar someday down the road for the right money.
Oh, you would do a referee seminar.
Yeah, why
Wow.
not?
Cool. I love that.
I refereed for a long time, and that's how I started. It gave me extra. The reason I got so motivated about being a referee wasn't the fact that that was on my mind all along, but it was a way to get more pay.
Right.
The more work you did, the more money you made. And as you know, and we both are on the same page on this deal, it's all about the bottom line and how much money did we make, without sounding overly capitalistic or whatever. But yeah, it's a key position, man. They can screw up a match real good. And I just, I just think our guys get a unfair rap sometimes. But if you look at what they're doing, they're working their ass off, and
Who,
that's where it starts.
whose style of referee? Like, is there a referee whose style you like the most? Like, we hear a lot about, oh, the Mount Rushmore of my wrestling mountain, and they always name performers. Do you have like a Mount Rushmore of referees? Like, I really like this guy, and this guy style.
Well,
So,
you got to start with not start necessarily. Uh, the Tommy Young would be on my list.
yes,
Earl Hebner would be on my list.
yes.
Earl Hebner's getting ready to write a book. That should be interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
They've asked me to write the forward, I think. Uh, so but Earl and maybe Earl and Dave together as a package. I don't know. Tommy Young for sure. Uh, there are others. I forget. I'm missing, but it's a short list.
Yeah.
It's a short list, quite frankly.